I just can't do it like this.
What's going on today, people? Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a breakfast frittata. They pretty easy to make. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little salt and pepper. I use crystallized sea salt like that, and I use the peppercorns. And what I normally do is I just ground them down. All right, that's pretty cool. And now I'm gonna tell you the ingredients. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take some potatoes and you're gonna cut them up. Now I've been waiting for a minute so they started to brown a little bit, but what you do is you cook these potatoes, you boil them for about 5 or 10 minutes. You just pre-boil them, you bring them, cool them down, cut them up into cubes. You get you a bowl of cheese, shredded cheese. You take you some onions and you cut those up as well. And you have some parsley. Now this is old and dried out. Normally I'd like to use fresh parsley, but my parsley kind of went bad on me, so I just used the dried out parsley that comes in a little, container. And then you're gonna crack you open about 6 eggs a little bit later. But for right now, what we're about to do is we're gonna take the potatoes and we're gonna take the onions and we're gonna sear them over in the pot. In the pan, right over here. Let's get started. You already know we back. So what I'm about to do now, we got our grease heated up. I put some olive oil in here. So I'm about to sear my potatoes and sear my onions. Don't let your potatoes sit too long, okay? You're gonna sear those down with the cut up onions. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right. Man, that looks good. All right, you're gonna stir them up. Now I use my stainless steel pans because it's pretty good with like vegetables and starches and everything to sear things. I'm going to transfer it over to my my stainless my non-stick pan a little bit later because it's non-stick and I want a non-stick surface. So we're gonna let this cook down for about 15 minutes or until the potatoes pretty much all the way done. All right, so check back in with you in about 15-20 minutes because we're Tunechi. All right, well, what we're gonna do now is we just gonna crack these eggs. We're gonna whisk them a little bit, and then we're gonna add our pre-grounded salt and pepper to the eggs, and whisk them up. Alright, well, we done already cooked this down for about 20 minutes. You're gonna get them nice and crispy. I like mine really crispy. Come take a look. Alright, you got them. You got your potatoes nice and crispy. You moved them around, so now you're gonna add your egg. Alright, you got your egg in there. You're gonna move it around a little bit. Then in a minute, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my top to it. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah. That's gonna be really good when it comes out. All right, I'm gonna add the top to this and I'm gonna let it cook down after a while, and then in about 10-15 minutes, we're gonna check back into it until it turns into almost like a pie and it's almost done. Then we're gonna broil it in the oven. You already know what I'm doing now is we're gonna add the cheese to it. It's pretty much ready to go to the oven. It's pretty much ready. So we're just gonna add the cheese to it. I turned off the eye and I'm gonna transfer it over and we're gonna add a bunch of cheese to it. That's ready to get broiled. Let's broil this. All right, well, we back and it's done. It did not take that long. In the broil, it took about 3 minutes total. So right now, what I'm gonna try to do is, I'm gonna try to get this thing out of here, right into my cutting board, so I can cut a piece. And you can see it. Oh yeah, that's good. That looks good. And that is a frittata, you guys. Let me show you how this cuts. You just take a regular knife. Just, oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That is really good. That is a frittata done YBE style. YBE.
Drug dealing and killing is going on in my town. It don't take a killer to kill or a driller to drill. See, just being yourself is the definition of real.